Adam here from Label of Love. You may have seen my face around and Petra as well. We've been in the school for a while now. Previously, we were doing some lunchtime clubs and mentoring students, and we're hoping to start that up again soon. So if you see us around, do say hello. Today, we want to think about Easter. It's just around the corner, and there are lots of things to celebrate about Easter. Lots of chocolate and 2 weeks off school. Great. But what is the meaning of Easter? What is it all about? I want to pass you over to Petra, who's going to share with you the meaning of Easter.
And I thought I'd start off with showing off a little. I used to play football with the lads, and I just wanted to show you that even at my age, when you've got grey hair and you get a bit older, you still can do these things that you learned when you were young. We want to talk to you about Easter, the Easter message. Why do we believe in Jesus? What is the Easter message? What happened at Easter? You all had RE or have RE and have heard the message or have heard the story often enough. So what would be the Twitter version? Something like, Jesus Christ, God's Son, born by a virgin, healed people, gave up his life, died on a cross, and rose to life again. But in short, Jesus gave up being with God to come on earth to show us the best life that's possible. But that also meant he had to sacrifice his life on earth. It was not a nice death he died. It was not a gently dying away, falling asleep and not waking up again. He suffered. He suffered horrendously in a way that we cannot really imagine. And then he took the sins of the world, or the wrongdoing of the world, or the pain and the sickness on himself as he was on that cross, and took that with him as he died and left it there. And then he rose again to new life. And whilst he was still marked by the death that he had died, so he still had holes in his hands and in his side, he was resurrected. He was a new man. He had a new life, an eternal life, which is what he promises us.
Thank you, Petra. I just want to ask you 2 quick questions. And the first is, what does Easter mean for you? And the second is, what does hope mean for you? Now, I'm going to pass you back to Petra, who's going to share her story of hope in the middle of real pain and suffering.
So I became a Christian many years ago, when I was your age, when I was 13, 14, because I wanted that life. I wanted to really live. Jesus promises abundant life if we believe. He also promises that death will be overcome and we will have not just this life here, but we will have an eternal life where there will be no more pain. In my life, there is a lot of pain at the moment because my husband is very ill and he is in the process of dying. I'm sure some of you are experiencing something similar, or you have already experienced it. It might have been the virus, it might have been an illness, it might have been a sudden event that may have taken somebody in your family or a friend. And it's shocking. It's hard. We suffer. But for me, the suffering has got a hope. My husband, just as me, is a Christian. And he has put all his eggs in this basket. All his life he gave to Jesus. And now we have got this hope that even as he dies, he actually goes from this place, which can be pretty difficult sometimes, to a much, much better place, to heaven, where there is no more pain, where there is no more crying, where there's no more agony, where there is just sheer joy. And so, whilst I suffer with him as he's suffering. You know, I have got great hope in my heart for where he is going. And it's the place where I want to go too. It is faith. It is not a knowledge. I cannot prove it. But I can put my faith in it. And my faith gives me great hope. And I pray that for this Easter, you also will have hope. However dark this last year might have been for you, or however good this last year might have been for you, I just pray that you will have hope in your heart and that you have a blessed Easter.
Thank you, Petra, for sharing your story of hope today. If you have been affected by anything that Petra has shared, we want to encourage you to seek out support. So that might be from teachers or friends or mentors or parents or other people that you can trust and rely on. Talking about this stuff isn't easy, but we want to encourage you and we want you to know that there is hope. Take care. God bless.